What's up, gamers? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going over how to play Glaz in Rainbow Six Siege. Before we go any further, links to all my socials in the description below, so make sure you go check those out. Now, for some reason, people don't take Glaz seriously. I don't know why. Personally, I think he's one of the most underrated and one of the better situational attackers in the game. Now, what makes him so strong is his ability, which is basically a thermal scope. You do have to be standing somewhat still for it to activate. It used to be really broken and you could just run around full sprint, well, not full sprint, but just move around at will and have it still be thermal. Now you need to be standing still more for it to activate, but he only has one primary. It is the OTS-03, 70 damage. It is a DMR. It is really strong though. I do recommend it. Obviously, it's the only one you can pick. Just have the Russian sights. I like the red dot, but any sight is good. He has two pistols, the PMM or the GSH-18. Personally, I like the PMM. It does only have 8 to 9 bullets, but it does do a lot of damage, and I really like the iron sights. Now, for his ability or his secondary gadget, it's either one. Personally, because he does have the thermal scope, I do recommend the smoke grenades, but his frag grenades are also really strong as well. But like I said, with the thermal ability, the smoke grenades make the most sense. Now, this is something not really related to his ability, but because his gun is so strong, you can open barricades with 3 shots. So just keep that in mind. He is really strong for that as well. If you need to open a barricade from a distance, Glaz can do it really effectively. But in my opinion, you don't want to be opening too many barricades with it, especially in the early round, because you don't want to give away that you have a Glaz. For example, I don't think the objective is, the objective is not kitchen, but on this map of coastline for a service plant, or just any plant in general, Glaz really shines. And the reason for that is his smoke grenades paired with his thermal scope makes him really good for covering the plant. What I mean by that is, for example, let's say you're trying to plant on this service door. The objective is this room. Lots of people either plant here or they go and they plant here. For a Glaz pick, I would say you want to bring a Monty, have him turtleback plant right here. You have upstairs control, so if anybody has a shield or it's playing behind the bomb or has there's a maestro cam or anything, you can clear the maestro cams from above. And then what you do, you simply roll out a smoke like so. The smoke blows up, and now you can see through the smoke perfectly fine. If anybody tries to throw a nitro cell or peek out and shoot, you have Glaz. He can easily win the fight. You can either stand like I did, or what a lot of people do is upside down rappel and make him even harder to hit. It's just all preference. Personally, I don't really like upside down rappelling, so I will do it standing. Now, for the actual playthrough, like a round by round way you will play Glaz, it really varies. In my opinion, you want to play him a lot more passively, simply because you really need him for when you're executing onto the site, pretty much whenever that may be. Usually that's going to be towards the end of the round. So during the round, throughout the round, you're going to be most likely going to be droning for your teammates, droning everybody in, your Ash, your Zofia, your Sledge, helping them get that control, maybe Nomad off the door, anything like that. You basically are just going to be more of a support player throughout the round, along with Glaz being able to open up the doors. He can also open up hatches in 3 shots, so another thing to keep in mind. And he can, in a couple shots, open it up through a wall. So he is really strong, but like I said, you're going to want to mainly stay alive for the obvious reason of when you are planting, you need to be alive to help. But he can also is really good for holding down flanks, because from the roof, if maybe you're watching this way and you see some yellow out of the corner of your eye, you know one's going towards 90 or going to VIP. Or if you're watching maybe this, watching kind of towards platform in this general area, you see some yellow out of the corner of your eye, you know somebody's in luggage. Now, obviously, like I just said, when you see yellow, because when Glaz sees somebody, the highlight in bright yellow. So if somebody's holding a punch hole or holding an angle on you, or just prone, or just pretty much anywhere, and you don't think you'll be able to see them, Glaz is really good for that as well. He's mainly used, like I said, as a support, mainly for droning at the beginning of the round, because you must be alive to help when you plant. He is kind of good enough to entry, to be honest. You can use his sight as a 1x, or I believe this is a 2x, or 2.5 with the thermal, but that's at the last resort. His gun does do enough damage to where you need to only hit 2 shots to kill somebody or down somebody. So he is really good at that. He's really flexible, in my opinion. You can play him a few different ways. The main thing, like I've said multiple times, is going when you are going to plant. And he's also really good, especially on this map, for playing long distance angles is his specialty. So playing all the way out there in ruins, watching into sight. You can stand up there, watch over this way, rappel on the window. He's mainly used from outside to inside play. So the best maps he's really good on are this map, Coastline, Consulate, because that's lots of outside to inside play. Bank, to be honest, he's not too bad on as well. On Parking Garage for the upstairs objective. Pretty much any site he's good on, simply because of the principle of being able to just smoke a doorway, have Glaz all the way back here on rappel, or just standing out here, maybe even prone, and you're able to cover somebody sitting right there. Watch pretty much any angle you want. Glaz can do it. He's the only person that can see through smoke as besides Warden. But even Glaz versus Warden is going to most likely favor the Glaz, because Warden is going to be outlined in yellow, and Glaz is going to be just looking like a normal person. So definitely don't sleep on the Glaz pick. Lots of people think a Glaz pick is a troll, especially on this map. He's really strong and really good. So I definitely do recommend picking him. He is really situational. He's not the best solo queue operator because he does not have one of the better guns, simply because of the fire rate and the ammo count. You're not going to be able to like 1v5 or handle being pinched from multiple angles most likely. So he is more of a team-based operator. But if you are duo queue, trio queue, 5-stack, whatever it may be, if you're playing with people who are coordinated or just with a stack, anything like that, definitely don't underestimate a Glaz. That's pretty much all I have to say. If you enjoyed or learned something new, remember to like and subscribe. All my socials are linked in the description below. Thank you for watching, and peace out, gamers.